Cool 50, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Cool 50. Cool 50. Wait. Oh, is somebody there? I didn't know anyone was looking. It was just me. I was trying to be presidential, and I'm the best at presidenting, and there's never been a president better than me. And we're gonna do a good job, and I got the best people on it, and I'm gonna be President Bigley, and one day we're gonna wonder how we ever did it without the president. Okay, that's me goofing off, trying to have some fun, trying to spice it up, because I admit that my show can be rather boring. With all this politics and crap, it can be boring, so I wanted a little humor in there. Okay, so speaking of the Trump and his, I bring up Trump because this is an article about, not an article, a video about Fox News, which we know is the state media of Trump. Okay, so Fox News is Eric Bolling goes on Fox News, and he goes on because he knows he's really responsible for the collusion of the Trump campaign with the Russians. You've guessed it, it's Obama. You know, the guy, the Muslim born in Indonesia who's both a communist and a Muslim, and somehow connected to the Muslim Brotherhood. Their words, not mine. Well, of course, none of those things were true, but yes, it's not the fault of the people actually committing the crime. It's not that. It's the people, the guy who was the president at the time, that he should have being able to keep the election clean when there's rules to do that for him while he's busy trying to run a country, something that Donald Trump hasn't done once since his presidency has started. Okay, so here it is. He says the ongoing investigation, and it's an investigation. Well, it's not really that. This is what it is. It's a conspiracy of the left and the media to make Trump look bad. But the left and the media have nothing to do with the FBI investigating it. The FBI are actually investigating it. It's actually an investigation. It's actually a criminal investigation into wrongdoing. It has absolutely nothing to do with the media and the left. And of course he goes in there and that we're just mad because Trump won, and we thought Trump won because cheating, and he said, no, Trump won because more people were voting for Trump because he promised to drain the swamp. But you guys keep on forgetting. He didn't win more votes. He didn't win the popular vote. He never would and never has, never will. It'll never happen. He won the electoral vote, and they're going to keep the electoral vote in because this is the second time within within the past 15, 20 years that a Republican has won without getting the popular vote by getting the electoral vote. And what does that mean? Well, it means that the majority of people didn't vote for him. And actually, in reality, what everyone keeps forgetting is it's not freaking voting fraud. 3 million people, more people voted for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for either one of them. Then voted for Trump. He didn't win because he was popular. He won because of a technicality. Okay, so let's blame an FBI investigation, a criminal investigation, on the media and the left, which is totally ridiculous. And in the beginning, Trump, as far as it was there from the evidence, Trump wasn't really under investigation, but people in his in his cabinet, and now we're finding some of his family members were involved with it, and he fired the guy, the FBI, who was investigating them because he knew his son was going to come up, and probably he'll come up too. He's being investigated for other stuff like money laundering, but now because of this, he's being investigated for, not only is there an investigation, they're trying to bring up Trump on charges of tampering. Well, not tampering, what is it? Obstructing an investigation, which is exactly what he did. But sure, let's blame it on Obama. Because this is what he said. He said, if there was collusion in the campaign, there was only one man to blame. Obama. Really? Let's not blame the criminal element, the people who did criminal activity during the campaign. And the campaign has nothing to do with who won. It has to do with with him working with a foreign government to try to change an election. That is completely and totally illegal. He doesn't get to do illegal stuff just because he's Donald Trump. Even though he thinks he can get away with everything, like grabbing women by the pussy, as he would say it. Okay, so let's blame Obama, because he says Obama was responsible for the integrity of the election. Yeah, because he wasn't doing other things like running the country. And one man, actually there's a lot of people that are responsible for keeping election integrity, and that's actually their only job. But let's blame the guy that was freaking running our country. I'd say he was a little bit busy to try to make sure that people weren't acting criminal during the election. It's ridiculous. That's like blaming the arresting officer for someone robbing a bank. It's ridiculous. It's totally stupid. They do this all the time. They blame Obama for everything. Guess what? Obama's not freaking president, and Obama's not the one who colluded with the Russians. It was freaking Donald Trump. And I won't call him President Trump because he's a piece of garbage. And all this stuff of blaming Obama. And don't say, oh, you're just a huge Obama fan. Actually, I wasn't the biggest fan of Obama. I overall think he was a good guy, and I think he did a good job. What I don't like about him is he was never able to do the things he promised, which wasn't entirely his fault, but you shouldn't promise things you can't fulfill. And I didn't like his foreign policy, which was horrible, but the people on the right loved that about him. They only criticized him for the things he did right. So let's keep blaming him for blaming Obama for what Trump did. It's just like when freaking Obama came into office with a bad economy because all the crap that Bush did to ruin everything, and everyone was blaming Obama for the economy being crap before he even came in. And like back then, you couldn't blame anytime you told them that, no, that's what Bush did because Bush actually did it. No, they blamed it all on Obama. And now that Obama's not president, we got a president who's taking credit for what Obama did and then trying to blame Obama for what he did. And this Fox News has become the state news of President Trump. Oh, God, I can't believe I said it. And this thing of, Trump's so innocent, and that we shouldn't actually put the blame on the people that actually committed the crime and did the wrong. We should blame it on the past president. So why couldn't he, while running a country and doing all these things, put aside everything that was really important to make sure that Trump wasn't sleazy and trying to cheat the election? Because this guy only cares about winning, and he's even a sore winner. I mean, he won by the electoral vote, but because he didn't win because he lost the popular vote by, 3 million votes, he claimed that it was fraud. Yeah, 3 million people voted illegally. No, you're just a jerk that nobody likes. you're early in your presidency when every president is usually the most popular at this point in their presidency. You are the least popular president of all times. So stop having your cronies at Fox News trying to blame Obama for the crimes that people in your cabinet and in your family did. It's totally ridiculous. Fox News is a total joke, just like Trump is. Total joke, total garbage, a bunch of racist, misogynistic, homophobic, Islamophobic crap. Yes, the exact platform that Trump ran his campaign on. God. Okay, so, this is all I have to say about this crap. It's just garbage. I mean, I tried watching Fox News at one time, more than just clips, and, after 15 minutes, I'd just had enough of it. Okay, so this has been another episode of Chris Speaks, and until next time, I'll see ya.